We are streaming on YouTube again. Yep, looks like it worked. Oh, that's 1 day ago. We aren't looking for that one. Alright, yep, see, there we go. Now we're watching the live. Alrighty. Because it seems more responsive to chat and all that. Um, I did do a little bit of preparation on accident. I didn't mean to. Um, so, I don't know. See, no, I don't know why I would have done that. I was confused by that. Ah, alright. We need probably bring this up so that we can bring the wires closer. Alright. We need to make them like these. Ah. Alright, we do want to move these so that they don't get in any issues with this. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, that looks good. I'm pretty sure that worked. Alrighty. Now we can actually get to the quote-unquote fun part. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, already getting bored of this. Uh, see, now I was dared to do this, so there's no way that I can't, right? I can't back out of a dare for making a biggest lumber tycoon calculator. At least I'm pretty sure this is. I don't think anyone's made anything bigger than this. I'd hope not. I'd hope not. Because that actually, like, get me down. It would be sad if I wasn't making a record here. Like, that's Patrick's thing. He wants to make records with every one of his builds. Like, he wanted to beat Smash with the Victorian, and I'm pretty sure that he did get it to a higher data size for a one plot, which data 10 for a one plot is like an insane level of detail. Um, but I still have to do the logic for that for him. whenever anyone really like needs logic, I don't know. Adam said that his golden days of logic are over. Like he isn't doing crazy logic anymore, like tic-tac-toe or rock paper scissors, which I mean, like I'm really sad to hear him say that because he was more or less like the guy that kind of inspired me. Um, like I already wanted to do it before I saw him, but seeing him having done something like that and uh it definitely made me want to do it even more, seeing that someone else can do it to the level that I wanted to. Um, it's kind of unfortunate to see him not being like doing this anymore. It kind of sucks. Um, and also he doesn't really do logic like I do, I guess, because his portfolio is mini games, right? Where my portfolio is a vending machine and a small bit of a calculator. Um, well, I mean, like I did complete a prototype of the calculator, but that doesn't really count, I don't think. Um, but there was also all right, that's good. Um, but Adam really does mini games, and I do just like general logic, really. I do like whatever I'm told to. I tried to make the path changing maze, which actually did work. I just never actually made the build for it because if it's not obvious, I'm not a great builder, which is why I'm doing the vending machine and this calculator and all that stuff, where it's small, it's easy, it requires like very, very little detail, and Bagel is going to be helping with actually like building this one. So, you know, um, but we just have to really get the wiring done because I know that Bagel is not great at logic. I'm sure that if he ever needs help with logic, he'd probably not do it himself because I spent I think it was like 3.5 hours on stream helping him out, which was actually my most viewed streams after being like published were the ones with Bagel. Um, so probably gonna bring that guy back. um, but for the time being, we are working completely um alone because Bagel is doing his own stuff. Bagel is probably actually asleep right now. I'm pretty sure he's in the same time zone as me, but he just does not wake up. Or just didn't get on Discord. I'm not too sure. But occasionally you'll see him on, and it's nice to have him on. Like last night, I was helping out with the crumpet, and he was on, and it was awesome. Um, Working on the crumpet, like in itself, is kind of awesome, honestly, because it's a big project that I get to work on, and working with Patrick is definitely like a dream come true, you could say. Because that guy, he was the first guy I ever like built with. Um, where, um, back in the day, of course, I built stuff for the birthday of Josh, and a couple of other things. Not like Josh's defaultio, a friend of mine. Um, but I never actually ended up like building with someone. It was never really something that I did. Of course, I had a ton of Lumber Tycoon 2 like tutorial builds, um, which I think that those were funny. They were the like how to make chairs, how to make cool shelves, stuff like that, stuff that you'll see everywhere. Um, but I worked on making those videos. I think that I did something on like an automatic gate or something. Um, which that one might have gotten some good views, but my most viewed video ever was an islands video on how to make an oil farm. So I'm hoping to beat that one because that's not even like my branding. I don't play islands anymore. So and that video is privated. Most of my videos are privated actually because that's just not the stuff I make, or that's from when I was like way younger. Um, but um, ah, it's already done. All right. I never really worked on a build with anyone, and Patrick was the first guy that I helped work on a build. Of course, I was only doing logic because I suck at building. Um, but I helped him make something like very, very important in my opinion because he was such a great builder. I helped him make some flashing lights for his build, which they're like realistically very, very, very easy. Um, but it very much so like impacted me um, to do logic more. Of course, I only really started doing logic like a month or two ago, which is just it's just about a year from when I did those flashing lights now, because they were for Patrick's first build, which was Patrick's cabin. Um, but he did end up removing those flashing lights, which it was kind of unfortunate to see, because those flashing lights were my big contribution um, to LT2, right? Where I helped this giant, or this, well, not really giant at the time. He was new to building, but this great builder. I helped him work on something great. Um, but I'm not really angry at Patrick for removing them because they were kind of unreliable, right? Where I mean, like it was some of my first logic ever, so it's fine that Patrick didn't like them and that he got rid of them. I'm perfectly fine with it. Um, he never told me actually, and I started seeing photos of it with amber icicle lights instead of red and green flashing. So I don't know. It was just unfortunate to see that it changed, but I never really like got angry at him or anything, cause I mean it's his build, right? I have like no authority when it comes to what he made, so I wasn't like angry at him or like regretting my decision to have helped him in the first place, because knowing that I knew this guy a year ago when he was just starting out, and then when I messaged him that one day, um, and he he replied to me, um, and it started the friendship that I now have with Patrick, which is more than just helping him with logic. It's I know him personally, I would say, where it's a lot different now that I know the guy that I helped a year ago. And I've talked to him for months, and this guy still impresses me with every single build that he does and everything that he does, really. He does some absolutely insane stuff, and I still can't believe it when I see one of his builds. Like the the apartment is like an insane build. It is crazy how much detail he put into that build. And I also find it insane how how many people he got to work on it. He got 4 people to work on it and 4 people to sign it above. But there were, I'd say, like probably more people that worked on it and like never ended up signing. Actually, I'm pretty sure that it was 3 people that ended up signing. Yeah. Um, yeah. So he only got signature. Um, but Patrick has done, I think it's like 4 builds. I wish I could check right now, but we're doing this. But he has done his good share of builds in the past year, and I mean, he's good at it. Um, but I don't know. He is inspiring, you could say. Um, he's one of the reasons that I really do logic because he had a ton of builds that he wanted to do with me at a point, which I don't think are ever actually gonna happen, right? I might have to just like make them myself, but uh, did I really do that? All right, where is too long? Um, but I have worked a good bit with Patrick nowadays. I've helped him with the Victorian, of course. I helped him with the cabin all that time ago. Um, and then of course he had me help him with the crumpet. Um, where I actually never helped him with like the apartment or the ship or either of those. He actually completely gave up on the ship, which I was sad to see that he gave up on one of his builds. But his goal is to make something bigger and better every single time that he makes something at all. Which I've got to say, he's really, really good at it. Honestly, like the guy, I don't know, he's really good at what he does. And also, I messed up. I used a lot of extra gates and wires for this. That's oh I don't want to. I don't want to remove this. Try I can find a different use for it, you know? Um, because we already did this now. The spaghetti. But I suppose that we will, we're just gonna leave that there. We'll find a different use for it at some point, I'm sure. Um, now what our goal is to take, a signal from whenever these would be on. Right, there we go. Now we're just going to take a signal from whenever these would be on, and that will be what we're doing for right now. What am I even, like, stuck on? Nothing? Oh, that. Oh, we shouldn't even be doing that one. We should be doing this right here. Um, huh. Only one layer of that. Mm, doing something's right and something's wrong. Let's just go ahead and do this first, I guess. Still wanna do simpler stuff, I suppose. All right. Mm. Kind of odd to be building so close to other like circuits. Let's see here. Grab this down to here. This over to here. Grab this down to here. And then need to do this 4 times. Yay. It's a lot easier than with the numbers. Alrighty. There we go. That's those 4 done. Now what we can do is we can start connecting it up. Basically just connecting this signal to all of them. Alrighty. There we go. Now we're out of wires in that truck. So we're actually going to go ahead and bring it out this time because we are getting kind of cramped in there with all the trucks still in there. Let's see. We do have more trucks with wires, I'm sure. I made sure to have a good amount of wires here. Alright, yeah, see. Right there. Right there we've got... Is that our last truck of wires? I'm going to try and use all of these. If I can't, then that's going to suck. But, once this truck is out, if I'm still streaming by then the stream is going to have to end for a little while. Unless we had more wires, but I don't have another truck or anything, so. You know, Patrick was supposed to have a Christmas build with me. We were gonna make a like Santa's workshop type of build. Of course it never actually like happened because he just never did it. But I'm hoping that next year, around Christmas time, so in around 365 days, Patrick or Bagel or some builder, might work on that with me, and I can put in the logic I already had planned for it. Ah. Alright, that's the first part done. Let's go ahead. Ugh. But I do have like a giant list of builds. I wish that I could share it, but I feel like it's not like wise to share all the builds that I plan to do. Um, but there's one like in very specific that I think that Patrick still like wants to work on with me. I'm not sure, but it is one of my favorite ideas. I spent hours working on prototypes for it. Um, because I wanted it to work. It never did work like I wanted it to, but I think that we could make it work like I wanted it to. With the right stuff, right thinking, you know. But if Patrick is really done with building after Crumpet, then I'll have to start doing more solo builds because obviously the calculator is more or less a solo build, and then we also have you also have the solo build that was um or that is the vending machine. I haven't finished it yet, so it wasn't a was. I just don't have the wood to finish it, and it was supposed to be a Christmas vending machine. And the people that aren't getting me the wood that I like am actively offering to pay them a lot for, um, they just aren't getting me any wood. So I've been completely unable to even like touch the vending machine. I've been forced to work on the calculator and the calculator only, which I'm not like angry that I wasn't able to work on the vending machine. It just kind of sucks that my Christmas build is being done after my like general build, because this isn't for Christmas, this isn't for anything. It's just to be there. It's just something I wanted to make. Um so it's kind of unfortunate to see that I do need to like live with the fact that the Christmas build is coming coming later. Might even be finished like after Christmas, which was not the plan. It was supposed to be finished like drastically before Christmas. Like if I look at the oldest vending machine stream that I ever did, let's see here. Back when I first started it, I first started the vending machine. Let's see, live. Alrighty, yeah. So my oldest vending machine stream was 12 days ago, right? Which 12 days ago, it was supposed to be like started 12 days ago and probably like around to end it today. Um, but like obviously that didn't happen the way that I planned it to. So kind of unfortunate, but it's it's whatever. As I said, I'm not really angry about not being able to have it done by Christmas. It's not like Christmas is really like the deadline for it. I can make the build whenever I want to. Like I could have went and got that wood for the past 12 days and I would have been able to do it like easy. It would have been easy to finish that build. But I started a new project. I started the calculator. I helped Bagel with his, right? So I'm not like angry or anything about not being able to work on the vending machine. I've had things to do to pass the time. Alrighty. Um, but let's see here. That is the first one. Let's go for the second one. Coming together perfectly. I'm assuming that this one or the next one will need another wire on top of it. Alright, so probably the next one will need another wire. I think if it doesn't, then I'll be happy. But it gets like twice the distance away, I would say. Maybe even more. Every time you place down a new wire. So it's like, yeah, it can't even make it to there. So we have to cut it short right to there. It is good that it isn't on yet, though. It helps us tell where it is better. And there we go. I really do like how it looks. It's very, very, like, clean compared to, some other things that I've done. I've tried to keep this build as clean as possible. Ah. Now we do need to bring this stuff, over even more. Wire too long. That's that. Alright, and then this last wire for these. I mean, like, it just bringing them over. But the last wire for, like, bringing it over as far as we can, I suppose. There we go. I wish the wires could be longer. It'd save me so much time and, like, so much money as well. I pay a lot for these things. They're, like, really, really boring to get, so I pay people to get them for me. And it definitely, costs me money to do so. It's, other people don't like doing it either. Especially those new axes in the store. They're like really, really good for axe flinging. But oh my god, I just spent 30 mil on them yesterday. Paid someone to get me some. Well, paid someone to get me 150 of them. Um, I, is that some? Is that some? Um, but he got me 150 and I paid him 30 mil. Uh-huh. What's going on here? Right there, forward. This guy ain't getting a signal though. Ah, I was not paying attention to the last signal. I'm so smart. Um, let's bring this guy over before I forget to again. Alright, and then last wire for this. that's this like decently close to done. Um, 35-minute stream. Hmm. I don't know. I'm feeling kinda. I don't know. Kinda want to get off right now. Not feeling all too great. Oh, that's not good. Jesus Christ. That's a mistake right there, bro. Jeez, man. Really almost just made a big mistake right there, guys. Oh, that's an issue. There we go. That was not good. Could have caused a ton of issues later on. Hmm. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay. I was like confused for a second there. All right, there we go. That is set up. We can bring the signals out from these over to here. Right now if we'd want to. But I think for right now, I'm just going to end the stream and just like chill out for a while. Because I am not feeling all too great right now. So just thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, join the Discord. It's in the description. I'll see all of you next